So today I am here with the new experiment with the aim to compare the EMF of two given primary cells using potentiometer. So let's see what is potentiometer. So let's see about the two cells that we are using, Leckrance cell and a Daniell cell. So the positive side and the negative side you can see in the diagram. And let's see the circuit diagram. So here is the circuit diagram. Apparatus required for the experiment: potentiometer, battery illuminator. You can see the image of battery illuminator, rheostat, and the image is there, galvanometer, ammeter, one-way key and two-way key. You can see one-way key with one plug and two-way key with two plugs. So resistance box, and we have also a jockey which is used for sliding and finding the balancing point, and Leckrance cell and Daniell cell. So these are the apparatus required for the experiment. Okay, here you can see the ratio of EMF of cell E1 and E2, which is equal to L1 by L2. Let's see the connection. So you can see the battery illuminator, cell, a potentiometer, both the cell, key, galvanometer, jockey, resistance box, and you can see this potentiometer, a long one. Other side you can see key, single key, and ammeter to measure the current. And I have a rheostat here. So before we go to the experiment, we always have to check the potential difference of the cell provided. So I am connecting the positive side of the Leckrance cell to the positive of voltmeter and negative of the Leckrance cell to the negative. So you can see the reading 1.2 volt. So that is the potential difference of a Leckrance cell. Similarly, I will be connecting the Daniell cell, the positive of Daniell cell, which is the outer part, and the negative of Daniell cell is the upper one. So that I am going to connect. So that is connected to the negative of voltmeter. So the reading you can see is 0.8 volt for Daniell cell. Okay, let me start the circuit from the negative side of the battery illuminator. So I will be connecting it according to the circuit. The negative of the battery illuminator is connected to the key. The other side of the key goes to the negative of ammeter. Positive of ammeter goes to the rheostat one side. Other side of the rheostat goes to the point Q of the potentiometer. As point P will be the positive side, so I am connecting it from the negative side, so it is point Q. As I continue connecting towards the positive side of the battery illuminator, so the positive side of the battery illuminator is connected to the P point of the potentiometer. So now this is our primary circuit. So we can check the primary circuit. Switching the battery illuminator on, make sure the voltage is between 2 to 4, not more than 4. So let's check the reading. If the connection is correct, the reading will appear here. So here I can see the reading 0.5 ampere. So as I shift the rheostat, the reading increases or decreases. So it is increasing here. So we can be sure here that the primary circuit is working for us. So now we'll move towards the secondary circuit. So let us begin with the secondary circuit now. So as per the circuit diagram, the positive side, which is P of the potentiometer, is connected to the positive of both the cells. Positive of both the cell. Now negative of the cell is connected to the two-way key. So I have plugged out the keys. So continuing to the circuit, the center part of the key goes to the one end of the galvanometer. The other end of the galvanometer goes to the resistance box, and from resistance box goes to the jockey. So this is our circuit. So let's see the circuit properly once again from the beginning. Negative side goes to the key, from key ammeter, ammeter to rheostat, rheostat to the Q part of the potentiometer. Similarly, positive of the battery eliminator comes to the point P of the potentiometer, which acts as a positive. So the positive side of the potentiometer goes to the positive of both the cells, that is Leclanché cells and Daniell cell. So from Daniell cell and Leclanché cell, the negative side goes to the two-way key. This is Leclanché cell side, this is Daniell cell side. So the center one key goes to the galvanometer, from galvanometer goes to the resistance box, and from resistance box it comes to the jockey. So we will start taking the readings now. Okay, let's take the reading for Leclanché cell, the balancing point. So as Leclanché cell is connected towards this point, so let me connect the key here. So this means the Leclanché cell circuit is complete. Now let's check the balancing point. As positive side is here, the count starts from here. So to check whether the circuit is correct or not, we have to check the deflection in the galvanometer. As I connect to the positive, the deflection goes towards right, and as I connect to negative end, the deflection goes towards left. So we will find the balancing deflection, which deflects 0. So I am just sliding it over the potentiometer wire. It is moving. Okay. So when it reaches 0, I'm noting it down. So the third line in this point, the balancing point is here. So the third line in this point is the first line till here is 100, and from here till this point it's 200, and from 200 when we start counting it stops here. So it is 243 as it starts from here. So the first balancing point for Leclanché cell is 243. Similarly, we will do second trial. Okay. It is 243.5. So I got two balancing point for Leclanché cell. So this is our first reading. So let's connect the Daniell cell side. So as I connect this side to the Daniell cell, I am connecting the plug key here. So let's check the balancing point for Daniell cell. So as we check the deflection in a galvanometer, we should check the same for Daniell cell also. Okay, it is deflecting right, it is deflecting left to other end. So let's check the null point. I think it's 0 here. So this is the point. So it is completely 100 till here, and 100 plus in the second line it is here. So the second line count start towards this 100 plus 41. So it is 141. Similarly, we will do one more trial. It is here again. So 100 is this one wire plus this line, which is 41. So it is exactly 141 in a two trial. Similarly, I will be doing 3 more observations. So let's go through the first observation. You can see in the table 242 is our first reading, second is 243, and the average is 242.5, Similarly, the E2 average is 241. So you can see the main table after doing it for the 3 times, and also you can see the overall mean EMF. You can see the mean reading that I got out of 3 readings, so which is 1.70 centimeter. Okay, I'm sure that now you know how to compare the EMF of 2 cells using potentiometer, and I hope you will be able to do this experiment by your own without help. So thank you for watching me. Keep supporting.